going on, guys? Welcome to part 2. For those of you who are just joining now, I bought a project car in 2022 and I've been building it over the last 2 years. I'm finally getting around to editing and posting these videos, so this is part 2. We finally passed inspection. Enjoy. I finally found a car door. Driving there right now to get it. It's about an hour and a half away from my house. I found a car door, a rear bumper trim, and a rear bumper piece, and a side trim for my passenger door that I've been looking for. So for the door, the rear piece, and the trim, I'm paying $300. Granted, it is a 50-mile drive. This is exciting. Well, I talked him down to $275, but that's because the door panels that he sold had rust on them, and he broke the plastic trim. Rear bumper had a dent in it, so not nearly as good as I thought. I guess if it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. There's the door. Overall, that looks like it's in way better condition than mine is. And the window is in there, which is sweet. The panel, despite being very dusty, is in really good shape. That's sticky. That's very sticky. So I'm gonna replace it with my new door handles I just bought and a mix of the old ones, and I should be all good. Decided to go ahead and knock out the back rotors. There's been a bit of a problem though, which is caliper bolt sheared off, which is not good. It's not good. So I gotta buy a new caliper bolt, but I don't think that'll be that expensive. I think they're like $6. Problem is I gotta go pick it up, and it's getting dark, and my wheel's still off. I still want to do the suspension, even though, I mean, that looks pretty new. That does look pretty new, so I don't know. But I feel like I should do, I don't know, that does look pretty much brand new. We'll see, we'll see. So I'm working on compressing this brake caliper, and it is ripped, and it's extremely difficult to compress. It's ripped on both sides, so I'm probably going to need to replace this whole caliper. Which sucks, but I'm just gonna get it compressed and put the brakes on for now, see how it feels. That's probably gonna cause a brake leak at some point. I'm not sure how severe it'll be. This upper control arm bushing looks like it's starting to go a little bit, so I might need to replace that. And then the rear sway bar is dying. I really thought I had more photos and videos of the brakes. I did realize that you had to turn the rear calipers, and I did do that, but apparently I didn't take any more videos and photos, so sorry about that. Next up was the hatch. It was pretty straightforward. I had to pop off a plastic piece and then remove this metal washer that you see here, and then I was able to unbolt them and put the new ones in, and they worked great. So I got the new struts installed. They work great. They lower it real well and actually lift it up for me. I also was able to fix the running light problem. I was running into the issue where my running lights weren't working and my dash lights were out. That's what I had these for. These were lighting up my dash at night. Turns out all it was a blown fuse. I don't know if you can see it because of how dark it is, but so running lights, dash lights, and running lights. Only got a few things left before we're road legal. Next up, gonna replace the door handles. Currently don't exist. I'm having to open the door using this. So I'm gonna take this out. I bought some new actual handles or handle assemblies from a Civic, and I believe the handle part is the same size. So to take the door off, you gotta take this plastic piece out after taking this plastic pin out, which mine wasn't there. There's one screw in this little handle grip, and then there's one screw behind this tab in the interior door. Right, so that wasn't bad. There was it's just a matter of really getting your hands behind it and pulling it out. This is in absolutely crap shape though. Like, this is bad. I fortunately have a new door right there with the interior panel. It's supposed to be weather stripping here, like a sheet to protect from rain, and there's none of that. That might be why I have water leaks in the car. I'm not sure. It could just be because the door's sagging too. I'm ordering new hinges right now. Anyways, there's two plugs you gotta undo. There's a clip for one of them in the back that's kind of hard to see. One on the right, it's pretty easy. You just push it, pull out. Then there's a plug up here for your mirror controls that you gotta take out. And then after that, there's this hole. There's normally a 10 they're covering it. There's one little 10mm bolt there. and one little 10mm bolt there. So once both bolts are out, it's just a matter of wiggling this out. There should be a piece of metal attached to this bottom plastic piece here. So we have our old door handle, and I was looking up the price of getting a new unit. It didn't include any of this back stuff, it just included the handle itself, and it's freaking expensive. So I started doing some research, and I found Civic handles are like 16 bucks a piece. I don't have any of the hardware. However, something that looked oddly familiar, this is the one that matches the door, was this piece. Check this out. I think this can go in here. That looks like it lines up. So I'm gonna disassemble this and get this plastic piece off and see if I can put a Civic door handle on the Integra door handle for 15 bucks. Yeah, that's easy. I was able to do it. The video on how to do it will be in the description soon. All I gotta do is thread this back on and then get this tab over the metal lock without snapping it. I snapped the other side, which sucks. I'm super gluing it right now, hoping that that'll fix it, but there's a chance it might not. And if it doesn't, then I have to use the tab on the other door handle, other door I bought for my car. We'll call that good. That's not gonna come out anytime soon. Now, the tricky part, which is getting this little tab back in without breaking anything. Oh dude, it was that easy? No! Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? So I just unlocked it from the inside. I think it was my door was actually locked. Yeah. Easy, easy. Now I just gotta tighten it back in, and that's door handle number 1. I'm gonna go check on the glue on my other door handle, and then we'll have door handle number 2. Woo! All that I had left to do is to put the interior panels back in on both sides after putting the plugs back in. I still had the driver's side door, but tragedy struck. It's so freaking close, bro. Ah, dang it. For the door handle, I just zip tied it all together. I don't know if you can really see it, but I filed it down and zip tied it because a piece of plastic broke off and I don't want to deal with it. Both door handles are on, but my lock doesn't work. For whatever reason, putting the door handles on broke the lock. It was the piece of plastic I broke off. You can see why my door handles broke in the first place. The freaking doors. So hard to open. Because of those hinges. But I do have new hinges coming very soon. And I cannot get my door to unlock from the outside anymore. Now, out of curiosity, I bought a dent puller. This car's got some nasty dents. This will work. So I got some... Yo, that was easy. That just... Are you kidding? That just fixed that dent. Can you see that right there? Okay, so maybe not quite. Granny. Yeah, not quite. Those are harder. But that did totally pop that dent back out. Next up, I was going to do a fitment to see how the fenders fit, and they fit really well, so I decided to go ahead and put both of them on. That's going to look so good. Oh, what if I just paint the whole car that color? Dude. My dad also agreed that that color would probably look pretty good on the car. To put the fenders on, there were 2 bolts at the bottom, and then there were 4 bolts on the top, I believe, and then a lot of plastic tabs on the inside that are supposed to connect to the front bumper. I had a little bit of trouble with that, but I was able to get it in with a little bit of finagling. And in total, this probably took me 15 to 20 minutes. I wanted to make sure everything lined up right. I was trying to get the front bumper aligned with the fender itself. And I think it turned out pretty good. We got the passenger side on. Looks much better. It lined up pretty well. There's a little bit of problems up here, primarily here, but that's mostly the front fender, not the fender, or the front bumper, not the fender itself. But the driver's side, I never took out of the package. I only took the passenger side out, and it looked great. That does not, that's so screwed up. That's supposed to be fitting over there. That is supposed to line up with that hole. Yeah, it's so messed up. And I missed my return window because I've had this for 2 months. I'm gonna try to bend this in place and make the most that I can with it. What you're seeing is about 10 minutes compressed into like, I don't know, 8 seconds. I was able to get it relatively close. And with that, I had working running lights, turn signals, brakes, fenders, door handles. The only thing that was left was tint. So I decided it was time to go take it to get it inspected. And to be fair, I know a guy, so let's go. I passed, but I had to rip off all of my tint. Yo, I passed. That's what counts. I took this to work. My coworkers and I ripped around in it a little bit. It's fun. But yeah, you can actually beat on this thing a little bit and it does good. We're legal. We're legal. So we're in the Acura right now. I just took the stuff out of the inside, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done. The amount of rattling in here, yeah, the amount of rattling is ridiculous. Last thing I gotta do is I gotta replace the valve cover gasket because it's just gasket sewer right now and it's leaking oil. Listen to how loud this is. What you just saw was the 0 to 60 time with a full interior, but what you're looking at is a gutted interior. I didn't record any of this. Sorry. It was a long process and it was kind of on the whim, but check this out. We stripped out the interior. I'm gonna give it a test drive and see if it feels noticeably better. The best I could do is like an 8.5. Oh, by the way, there's a sway bar in the back now. That's obnoxious. That's obnoxious. All right, check this out. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, that's so much better. Way better. Like it's not like stupid. Like it's not even that fast. I'm kind of curious what would happen if I removed the passenger seat, which probably weighs 30 or 40 pounds. Who knows? So stupid.